number of NFL players continue to protest some of the grand jury decisions throughout the country that basically do not indict police officers for using excessive force. And despite the St. Louis Rams getting a lot of negative criticism from police officials for doing their hands up, don't shoot protest, other NFL players have decided they are also going to join in. One of those NFL players is Reggie Bush with the Detroit Lions. And recently he was seen wearing a shirt that said, "I can't breathe," of course making a reference to the Eric Garner case. And he talked to the press about his decision to kind of make a political statement here. And here's what he had to say. "Honestly, I've always been the quiet kid. I've always been the one who's been reserved to kind of sit back and not really get into politics and things like that. But I don't know, I just felt some kind of, I guess, the situation just touched me. It's kind of resonated with me, not because I've been through a similar situation or because I've seen anybody go through it. I just really felt terrible about what was going on these past couple of weeks."
He wasn't the only player to do it. Others as well. Jalen Rose, point guard for the Jalen. I do it every time. I do it every time, JR. Every time. I can't. Derrick Rose, the point guard for the Chicago Bulls, he did it as well. First, in fact, or before, he did it earlier than Sunday. Bravo to these guys. And so far, the NFL hasn't taken action. And,
yes.
You may not know, Anna, is that the NFL, about like independent signage, they don't let you do anything. Not just when you're in uniform, but you go out there on the field before a game, everything you wear, whatever you wear, it's got to be the sponsored stuff. You can't write a little message to your daughter. You can't take any sort of political stand. They have been very consistently, they've come down incredibly hard on that. It looks like right now, at least, they haven't done anything unless something happened recently.
Yeah, I'm actually really proud of the NFL when it comes to that situation, because with the Rams, I really thought that, with the St. Louis Police Department getting so upset over their protest, well, maybe the NFL gets scared, maybe they're going to worry about business a little bit, and they're going to try to hush up the players. But no, they haven't done that at all. And some of the coaches, like Jim Caldwell, have been freaking awesome, okay? And I love the statement that he gave to the Associated Press.
It's too bad. No, you did everything right.
Caldwell?
Cenk that is his least favorite coach in professional sports.
Well, I don't know anything about his athletic abilities or his coaching abilities. I don't care. But this statement makes me respect him quite a bit.
Let's hear it.
He said the following: "I grew up in the 60s where everybody was socially conscious. I believe in it. I'd be a hypocrite if I stood here and told you any differently, because more than likely some of those protests that Dr. Martin Luther King and some of the others that took part in nonviolent protests is the reason why I'm standing here in front of you today."
Good for Jim Caldwell. He's Reggie Bush's coach. Mm-hmm. And that picture we have there, that's the aforementioned, that's Derrick Rose before the Bulls game, I think on Friday or Saturday night. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for them and good for the NFL so far for not doing. We'll see if it continues for another week. The Rams, of course, last week before they played the Raiders, the wide receivers and the tight end came out and they did the hands up, don't shoot, and obviously St. Louis and Ferguson right outside St. Louis. The Rams then beat the Raiders 52-0, and I don't know whether they did it yesterday before they played Washington. Athletes are super superstitious. The Rams have won 24-0. So since they've done it, they've outscored their opponents 76-0. They haven't given up a point. Wow. Since they did it. My hunch is that they're going to keep, their athletes, we got to keep doing this. This is crazy. It's working too well.